What's up guys, Random Razor here with another tech video for you guys today. And today I bring you guys a quick in-depth review of the Otterbox agility case for the iPad mini and iPad mini with Retina display. So of course without further ado, let's slice all these open, see what's so special about this new case, and give you guys my full in-depth review. So for those of you wondering, the agility case from Otterbox is a new styled case and concept that Otterbox has introduced into their line. Unlike a standard case, whether it's from Otterbox or another company, a single case usually has one or two functions, but the agility case here can work on multiple different platforms and have different functions for a different purpose. So let's start off with the shell, which is the universal case that works on all different accessories, and see what we get. So all the agility accessories and the case itself does come in this traditional Otterbox cardboard packaging here. It's open like so. And the first and only thing we're introduced with, of course, is the 8-inch shell itself. And again, this works for both the iPad mini as well as the Retina model. So the shell itself is pretty much like a case. It's made of Otterbox's premium polycarbonate material combined and fused with a rubber outer border to give it flexibility and of course make it easier to pull your iPad in and out of the case. This isn't necessarily a feature, but the case is actually made in the United States, so you're definitely getting something that's high quality and durable. On the back here, the Otterbox logo engraved on the bottom, the large magnetic system here that attaches itself to different accessories, which of course I'll demonstrate later in this video. So here's my iPad mini here. It does have a front screen protector as well as a back matte skin, which I got from Best Skins Ever. And it should work with this particular case, so we'll just slide it in. And it's pretty much a snap-on style case. A little bit tough to put on, but it is a very tough case to protect your iPad mini with. And once you have it in, here are the end results. So at first sight, this probably isn't the most attractive Otterbox case Otterbox ever designed with. I do kind of wish they'd taken cues from the Otterbox Defender case, which is a lot more streamlined than this, but at least it's in a protective shell, so your iPad mini won't get damaged. Anyways, all your ports and stuff are fully accessible: speakers, lightning port, volume keys, ringer switch, power button, your camera as well, microphone, and your headphone jack. So anyways, that is the shell portion of the agility case. You won't need this particular part of the case to work with all the different accessories associated with it, because that's what locks your iPad into those different accessories. So the first accessory we're going to look at is the Folio option for the agility case. So the packaging just slides out like so. We have the Folio case here, as well as an instruction manual. So here's a Folio option that you can get with the agility case. As you guys can already tell, it's very similar to Apple's own smart cover. The outside has a super nice matte finish, very smooth and slick, so is the Otterbox logo stitched on the side here. The interior of the Folio has a very nice microfiber finish, very soft, protects your iPad mini from scratches and all that sorts. So anyways, we'll just take the shell portion here and attach this via magnets like so. Flips over, and you're pretty much ready to go. Out of all the accessories, this is probably the most slimmest case available right now for the agility case, just because the Folio is very thin. As you guys can already tell, we do have an automatic unlock and lock when you open and close the flap. Here's the back of the Folio, and as you guys can see, this is where the magnet kind of sticks on, and of course I'll show you guys how to remove it later on. Also works as a stand. The back part here just releases kind of that latch area, and you can set it down. Have a nice stand for your iPad. Anyways, that is the agility Folio portion of the case, which you can get for your iPad. Anyways, to take it off, slide it 45 degrees, and it should just pop off like so. There we go. Pretty much this 45-degree thing, how it works. As you guys can see here, there's little bumps on the back here, and this is the whole magnet. And there's little bumps on the back of the case here. So when you turn it 45 degrees, these bumps lift that case just enough that it's still attached and makes it easier to pull off, so you don't get like a full magnetic seal. And that's pretty much how that works. The next accessory we're going to look at today is the agility portfolio case. And this is similar to the Folio case, except this one is a bit more executive style looking, a little bit more protective and thicker. And probably my favorite out of the 4 accessories we're going to look at. But anyways, it slides out like so. And the only thing we get is the portfolio case as well as the instruction manual. So here's the portfolio case, a bit more packaging here, another foam thing here. So again, similar to the Folio case, has a very nice microfiber type interior. Difference being though, this has a more kind of leather, full leather, I'd say, exterior, as well as also thicker. And just like the Folio case, it locks onto the portfolio case via the universal magnetic locking system. Snap it on like so, and you're pretty much good to go. And of course, if you want to take it off, switch to a different accessory, turn it 45 degrees, pull it off, you can set this aside. So the portfolio case does add a bit more thickness to the already thick shell portion. Again, this is all good for protection, and a little bit thicker than the folio, which isn't a bad thing. But overall, this is definitely my favorite one just because it gives it, as I mentioned earlier, a more business kind of executive oriented design to it. You have the Otterbox logo stitched on the bottom here onto this flap. The flap is magnetic, so it does close and stay closed. And just like the folio case, does have the automatic lock and unlock feature. The case also has a stand option just like the folio case. Just pop open the small flap, stands up like so. And of course you can set it to a more lower angle. And also works vertically as well. The only real downside to this case is you don't have access to the camera with the portfolio case on. So you do have to kind of turn it 45 degrees, pop the shell off, and then you have full access to the camera. Not a huge deal. Honestly, I don't use the camera on the iPad that often since it's a tablet, but it's pretty easy to take the case off if you really need it. Anyways, that is the Agility Portfolio case from Otterbox, and out of the two cases I reviewed, this one's probably my favorite just because it's a little bit more protective, adds a bit more functionality, and I just like the look of it just because I'm a more business-oriented person. The next accessory we're going to look at for the Agility case is the dock. Now this is a little bit bigger packaging than your standard Agility accessories, but it's pretty simple. Just pop open the bottom flap here and pretty much slides out like so. So here's the Agility dock, and as you guys can see, it's a pretty simple design. The bottom of the base here has quite a bit of weight to it, so it keeps it nice and sturdy, along with the 4 rubber feet on the bottom here. It has a very nice slick matte finish, which I really like Otterbox stuck with, just because generally glossy plastic finishes scratch up and kind of make whatever the product is look kind of bad. So very nice tough scratches and finish. As you guys can tell, the dock can work on pretty much different angles, and I'll show you guys very soon what the iPad looks like on it. You have the magnet here, which locks onto the back of the Agility case. Otterbox logo on the bottom here, and that's pretty much it. So anyways, here's my iPad in the portfolio case. We can easily just pop this off, stick it on here, and you're pretty much good to go. The cool thing about this dock, you can have it in landscape mode, switch it to portrait mode, whichever is more comfortable for your viewing experience. And of course you can set it at different angles as well. The dock's a great option for those of you who want to use your iPad with a separate keyboard like so. Great to have on your computer setup, or even beside on your nightstand for those of you who like to use your iPad as an alarm or event reminder or something along those lines. Overall, there really isn't anything much to say about the dock other than that it works as advertised. Pretty cool and unique design, but the biggest feature I like about this dock is that it works with other accessories in the Agility line, unlike other docks made by different companies. Pops off like so, slaps onto another case, and I'm set to go. And the last accessory we're going to look at from the Agility line is the wall mount. The wall mount does come in the more smaller packaging here. Just like the other Agility accessories, we don't get a whole lot other than the product itself. And unlike the Agility accessories, the wall mount is a white color rather than your traditional black. Not a huge deal since your iPad's covering it anyway, but that's just one quick note. You also have a secondary plate here, so you can use this in 2 different locations, as well as a quick start manual. So to attach this to the wall, just peel off the rear sticker here. And just a quick note, 3M also designed these stickers to be very easily removable by just pulling down on these tabs on the inside here, hence why Otterbox kind of cut that opening on the bottom here so you can actually slide this back plate off and just reuse this part in a different location, or to also remove the back plate that's stuck to the wall. So to install this on the wall, peel off the backing as I already showed you and stick it on. So just press down on it to make sure that it's a secure fit, and it should just stick on like so. Removal is also very easy, just turn it 45 degrees and pop it off. Overall guys, as you guys can see, the wall mount for the Agility case works as advertised. Although it's not the most spectacular accessory that Otterbox offered, the most cool and useful feature of the wall mount is that it works with the Agility case, so if you want to pop your iPad off the wall, you can slap it into a case and be on your way. Overall guys, my first impressions on Otterbox's new Agility line of cases is very impressive. I've never seen a concept for cases like this, at least from the cases I've reviewed, and having the ability for a case to have more than one function is pretty cool and unique. The advantage of this concept, of course, is that it saves you time and money from buying different iPad cases or taking your iPad out of one case and putting it in another. In addition, because Otterbox designed a universal latching system for this particular case, they can also design future and more cases. For example, keyboard cases, battery packs, things that can work with this case without having to develop a whole new case. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about this design or this entire concept, the only thing I'd say is the universal shell or case that works with all the accessories here. It's not the most attractive thing. Kind of wish Otterbox has taken their cues from the Otterbox Defender case that they designed for the Mini, as that one was nice and streamlined and looked pretty nice even though it was a bulky case. But nonetheless, it works pretty well with the accessories. It doesn't look too bad, and at least it's still protective and can protect your iPad Mini from drops and bumps and things like that. In conclusion, guys, for those of you who want to try out a new style of case, you definitely can't go wrong with Otterbox's new Agility line of cases for the iPad Mini and iPad Mini with Retina display. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'd like to thank Otterbox for shooting this out for review. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next video.